considerably shorter. Keep it going to Jordan, everybody! Oh my God, great. Hello, it's really good to be here. I've been doing shows the last couple weeks in Vancouver. They're dead inside there. It's weird. It's all the stereotypes are true in Vancouver. I was doing shows all over town. One of the places I did a show, it was like a makeshift comedy show. It was in a spin class studio that was also a microbrewery. It was the whitest thing I've ever been a part of in my life. People say that white people don't have culture. We do. It's that. It's that, and it's when we put eyelashes on the headlights of a Volkswagen Bug. Right? White culture is being a bartender at Earl's for 10 years and then becoming a real estate agent. Success, yes. You're also a video editor. Surprise. Think white people don't have culture? I guess you've never been to a dog's birthday party before? So it's good to be here. This is like one of my favorite venues. It's my own club. I'm from here. It's like my favorite venue. I love this venue. It's the best. This is not what we get doing Canadian comedy on tour. This is not what it is. Like I did a show like a month ago at the Kamloops Legion. Yeah. There was a meat draw after the show. I opened for smoked ham. Do you understand? That's how you know you made it in Canadian comedy. When you open for the gabagool, you know? So, fuck, it's good to be here, man. I travel a lot doing this. I was actually just on vacation. In the summer, I went on vacation for a couple weeks. I went to Rome. You guys anybody been to Rome before? Yeah. Okay. Got the gold chain in the front row. Is this silver? I can't tell. Well, let's see color. We're on the gorge, so I should explain. Italy has a city called Rome. It is good. I was there for 2 weeks. It's the best, man. If you've never been there before, you gotta go. I had the best time. We had the best food. Everything was magic. It's amazing. It's like an open-air museum. Like the history is crazy. There's just ruins everywhere. Like there's just fucking pillars, and they're not tearing down any of their statues. In Rome, they're like, leave them up. Right. And their people killed Jesus, so they don't give a fuck. They're like, rip the arms off though. Not on our watch, it's not happening again, you know? So I was in Rome for 2 weeks, and then I had to come back to Canada to go to work in summer, so I left Rome, and I went straight from Rome to Red Deer, Alberta. Yeah, do you understand the magnitude of that? That's crazy. In Rome, they're like, this is where Julius Caesar was stabbed. Right? And then you get to Red Deer, and they're like, that's the Tim Hortons where the mayor killed an owl. That's a sinkhole an entire Ricky's All Day Grill slid into. And that's the mall where you can still smoke inside. It's crazy, dude. I don't fit in. I don't fit in rural Canada, and I spend so much time there. Like that's where real men are from. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm from Fernwood. It's not the same thing. There's like a fucking factory out in the prairie somewhere that just fires out Canadian men, and they're like, would you like anything chopped? I'm not like them, I'm different, right? I've tried being a man. It's not for me. I feel like you're not a man until you've been to the dump without your dad. And it would never work for me, because even if I went without him, I'd have to borrow his truck. I'm not tough. I might look tough because I'm covered in tattoos, but if you look close, that's a giraffe on roller skates. I'm not tough. I'm not in a gang. I look like the desk you sat in when you were 8. Like a duotang, you know? They took one look at me in Grand Prairie, Alberta, and they were like, this guy is here to educate us on pronouns, for sure. Which honestly is good, because the only time they're saying they, them in rural Alberta is when they're talking about immigrants. So, I'm sorry, do you think that they're progressive in rural Alberta? got a Greyhound bus ticket to a Fort McMurray that says you're incorrect. And Grand Prairie is crazy. Grand Prairie is an insane place. You go there, you drive. I drove there. I always drive to Grand Prairie. There's a Tim Hortons about an hour outside that you always stop at. The drive up there too is crazy. Like it's bleak. It's a bleak drive, but there's interesting stuff. Like I don't know if you've seen this. Okay, they have in rural Alberta, they take the backs of trucks. The billboards on the side of the roads are just the backs of old semi-trailers. And they paint them like that's the billboard. And I think it's cool. I think it's cool to see my white ancestors using every part of the truck. You know? So I always stop at this Tim Hortons. The Tim Hortons on the way outside. It's like its own little town. It's like a hub. It's like a town. It's called Double Double. And I go in there, okay, and I'm wearing a shirt with 3 dolphins on it. And it says, "Fuck that noise." And then I have the smallest, tiniest pair of shorts on. Okay, and my legs look a lot like my arms. You know, like hot and jacked. So I go into this Tim Hortons, I'm standing in line. It's me and then like a 90-year-old man, he's like the mayor of Double Double. And then like a 60-year-old lady in front of him, okay? And she turns around and she sees me and she double takes. And looks me up and down. And then she looks at the old man in between us and then back at me and then back at him. And then she leans over to him and she goes, "L word." And I was like, does she think I'm a lesbian? Because my skincare is really good right now. Right? But then she looks right at me and she puts her hand right in my chest and she goes, "Liberal?" She called me a liberal like it's a slur. Yeah, crazy, right? That's nuts. Like I would never judge somebody out loud to their face like that. That's crazy. If I saw somebody putting a cigarette out on a homeless person, I'm not going to be like, "Conservative." You don't have to. I just told you. It's great, man. It's fun. Having a fun night. It's a date night for you guys? Yeah, just friends? Okay, did he go over this already? You're just friends? I'm so sorry, dude. That was like the nail in the coffin just now. Gotta get a bigger chain. That's why he's got the silver medal on. Yeah, 2nd place. I'm so please don't fight me. I'm so sorry. Are you both single? That's good. Oh, good for you. That's good. You're single in your 20s? You're deciding if you're in your 20s or single? You can't. Being single in your 20s, that's the move, man. I'm 42. Crazy, right? I'm fucking hot as hell. So, single in your 20s is great because you don't fucking. Nothing matters, you're blacked out, you're fucking spitting on each other, who cares? But when you're single later, it gets weird. It gets weird. Like when you're into your 30s. Anybody single here in their 40s? Woo! Yeah! That's the translation. Oh! Kill me! It's just, yeah, it's crazy. Being single later is fucked up because you realize that there's something wrong with everybody. There always was, but when you're fucking 25, you're on ketamine, you don't notice. Right? But you notice later on, and then the whole act of dating once you're older is just interviewing other adults to figure out what's wrong with them. And then deciding whether or not you're okay with it when you figure it out. Right? Like, okay, we're a perfect example of this. My buddy is, he's dating this girl. He's 38, she's 36, right? Her thing, she's great. She's awesome, she's hot, she's got her shit together, she's funny. I love her, okay? But her thing is she has a split tongue.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we don't need to shame that there. Like, conservative?
Oh, yeah. Yes, she's still single?
No, dude. Half her tongue is single, the other half is. So I had questions. This is not a deal breaker for me, but I had questions, okay? And I'm like, dude, I'm out with my buddy. I'm like, dude, why does she have that though? He pulls me, he's like, it's better for head. Okay. I didn't know we needed to improve head though. Like, it's pretty good. Even when it's bad, you're still like, Thank you. What you're doing is gross. And I appreciate you. Not one time have I been halfway through a blowjob and thought to myself, this is pretty good, but could be a little more serpentine. Better for head. You know what it's not better for? I don't know, meeting my parents. Mom, Dad, this is Carly. She lives under a pile of warm rocks. All right, thanks. Enjoy the rest of your show, you guys.